business. And when I wake up after 5 years, right, when Vincent are still against the business, Marianne actually came to Perth and sold me 2 tickets to Greensboro Convention. So the one thing I learned from Marianne was she came here and she sold me the ticket, gave me 2. I thought it was for free. I said, okay, get the 2 tickets. And then in fact, she said, you had to pay me. I said, oh, wow, had to pay. Oh. Okay. Oh. So I thought, wow, she's so rich and she still want my money. So anyway, so I said, I don't have US dollars. And Marianne said, you know, don't worry, you can pay me Aussie dollar. So she gave me the ticket. She expect to receive the money right there and then. So years later, I asked Marianne, I said, Marianne, you're so rich, right? Why don't you just give me the 2 tickets? She said, look, if I give you the 2 tickets, the ticket become no value and you won't go to America anyway. So you had to pay for your own business. And she said, if I give you the 2 tickets, maybe you will never learn how to sell a ticket because you were thinking that, oh, I got free ticket for Marianne, so I have to give all my prospect or people free ticket too. Right. So that's one thing I learned from Marianne. The second thing I learned from her was the way she sell me the ticket, right? The confidence in her face that like, look, Sabrina, take the ticket. If you go to America, if you attend convention, this is going to be life changing. And she said to me that if you attend the conventions, after that you still don't like the business, I won't bother you again. Oh, that's a good closing. So yes, I'm like Pauline. And because we are leadership council member, we had to buy 5 Australian convention ticket. But because we are building Malaysia, so I also got Malaysia conventions and Malaysia training ticket. We have so many ticket, right? So I'm very proud to say that I like to be the boss office lady. I'm selling ticket, right? So I become like a selling ticket machine. So what I did was I always carry my a bag and full a ticket inside. Every ticket is this is an Australian convention, this Taiwan conventions, and then this is health and nutrition, and this is Pauline Chen Basic 5, and then we have Paul Richard maybe Rocker seminar, and every ticket I say the date, and then at the back I always put who do I sell the ticket to. Okay, so have I collected the money and all that? So every now and then I will check up my bag and see how many tickets do I have to, I have to, how many more tickets do I need to sell? Because in the beginning I did eat ticket as well. I ate quite a few tickets, but then at the end of the day, it's all worth it because that is part of the process. And then this is how our team is keep growing and growing and growing. So why buy 3 tickets? We always say that Elaine, Connie, you had to buy 3. One is for yourself, definitely, and the other 2 are for the people that you haven't met yet. Like Pauline say, 2 months you sell 1 ticket to your prospect or to your new UFO. This is why we always buy 3.
Don't play with Sabrina. She's very serious here. So, before we get to that question, I want to ask everyone on the panel is one very important thing. Did you guys all started, I believe, with a mindset of, yes, I want to buy ticket off the bat. We all have that moment that we all said when we all first started a business about ticket, because I think a lot of UFOs don't realize we are like them when we first start. So we all have that first complaint that I'll tell you mine. Richard, you haven't money for what buy? That's mine. Okay. What's yours? Why don't you share so people know that we have that reservation? And then the next, do you have any? What was yours?
Can I share mine first?
Go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, actually, I was at the networking platform before. So, actually, from that platform, everything that you get is free. Even conventions, a free trip, free everything. So when I come to MA, and first time Sabrina asked me to, not same Sabrina, yeah, she told me that I want to buy ticket. And every time I hear is buy ticket, sell ticket, buy ticket, sell ticket, I say, what the, what you have, why we need to buy ticket, and some more, everything is, you have to come up with your money. So after that, after I joined the first convention, and from there I see that it's a different. I can say the difference is when you get everything for free, and you get your income free also, because you get all sort of people come in. But from AMA, if those people really, pay attention and, come up with the money and come to the convention, and this type of people, their mindset is same with us. They really want to, to build a business. They are serious on this business. So to me, I found that there is a difference to get a free one and a paid one. So buying ticket, selling ticket to a new people here, you might find that you have the same feeling as like me, but it's really, you got to, you got, that is normal. That is normal. Yes, yes. Okay, that's all from my.
Awesome. So what is the one challenge that you have when you first realized you have to buy ticket? Was the thing that said mine was very simple,
Mm.
not making money by what? Sabrina, you were saying something.
No, I was just going to say that I believe, right, everyone should be able to afford to buy one ticket, right? Everyone. It's whether it's a question of yes or no, or whether you can see the value in this, right? So when the first time I went to USA, after I wake up, right, I said I went to USA, and then James Scott also told me that, Sabrina, you have to come back next year. I said, huh? I already been here once. I had to go back. She said, yeah, you had to come back. So second year, I went back again. Because I very 听话照做, okay? And then after that, James said you had to come back. I said, huh? Twice already, not enough. How many times do I have to come back? And James actually told me that James Scott, who made $1 million US a year, he says, Sabrina, you had to come back until you build an unshakable belief. Oh, I said, oh, James. I said, I believe I will continue on. All right. No. You had to come back. Buy the 3 ticket, buy USA 3 ticket, okay? USA 3 ticket, buy the ticket. And because I have to get the ticket, so every year I go back to USA and then I bring my team member with me, right? This is how we actually grow team up. So for the big leaders like James Scott and Marianne, for them, really, Marianne told me that, look, the best thing to invest in yourself is to attend a major event and trained by so many successful people, right? She said, Marianne said she cannot be possible training me all this time. So the best way is to bring everybody to a bigger event. And that's it. So I really quite rejected buying ticket. I always thought that how come nobody give me free ticket? This is why I keep on asking James. James, no free tickets. He said, no, you had to pay. Oh, okay.
That's awesome. So anybody else? Pauline, what about you?
Okay, so I would say, okay, in the beginning, of course, when Amber sold me the ticket in the first time, I actually I go after her. I say, hey, where's my ticket? I really want to go to the training in the beginning, okay? Because, the reason is this. This is how I think. I say, if I started the business, right? If I start the business, I really wanted to make it, because just like if you invest any, like, let's say you invest a restaurant business, right? Don't you want to know, don't you want to make it, right? If you want to make it, don't you know like how to run it? If you have not really a lot of experience, you want to look at how successful people have done it. So that's why I was very looking forward when she told me there is a training about, like teaching me how to build a business. So that's why I say, oh, where's the ticket? I need that ticket, and then but then of course, after I in the business for in my first year, of course I went to like many different training, and then second year I started say, just like everyone, of course, sometimes you will repeatedly going to the same basic 5 NUOT, all the local seminar. So you will start like saying, hey, I did not make money yet, but why buy ticket again? So, but the thing is, like, the more you go to the training, the more actually there's you start to think, if all these successful people keep saying, the ticket is the most important piece of tool that help you succeed in this business. So even though you're not making money, it's the matter of time. You know, just like what Jessica shared before, it's a process. You know, you're not gonna see it happen immediately. Just like, you know, it takes a little time. It's a 2 to 3 year plan. Okay. But the thing is, like, if you don't do it, you stopped it, you actually not making the process, you know, like growing, you know, together. So I even myself, I mean, in my mind, my thinking like, hey, I did not make much money, why do I need to buy all this ticket? But then I always tell myself, if I stop buying ticket, what happened to my team, the people, my partner? They're gonna think the same. I always go back and check what I do, what happened. My team is gonna do the same. Is that gonna hurt my team, my business, or it's gonna help my team or my business? So even I don't like it, but the thing is, like, this is part of the package for the residual income. So I tell myself, just listen and buy it. Okay. Of course, today I understand it is so important. How can you not buy ticket if you want to grow this business? This is a residual income business. Residual income need residual growing. How the people can be residual growing is from attending the event, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely agree. I think all of us, those of you listening in, you're new or you may be mature UFO, every one of us have been where you're at. And if you have an excuse, you're welcome to type there. My bigger, and Pauline, you heard it. That was one of her excuse. You heard Sabrina, Jessica, and Elaine. What was your excuse?
I'm pretty much a 听话照做的人 When Sabrina says to me, you have to buy tickets, I bought ticket. When Marian gave me that ticket to America, I also bought that ticket.
Wow.
But it's the quantity. It's the quantity that I would have to think, because a lot of family issues, right? So on average, I'll try to buy 3.
That's good. No, actually, buying 3 tickets is good. And all of us have that mindset. If you think about, I'm not making money. Why do I need to buy? Why do I have to go again with Fiona? I mean, sorry, Sabrina. And then you got those that are like Elaine, 听话照做. She's a gem. She's a gem for sure. You know. And I mean, how do we all overcome that factor by the one thing from all of them that you hear is understanding the reason why. And I agree with you, Pauline, on that, because I didn't want to spend money. But when I went there and they say I have to buy tickets and everybody repeated it, my mind was, dude, I have to buy a ticket. If not, I'm not going to succeed. If everybody's going to tell me that, why am I not listening? So I went ahead and bought tickets. So till today, we still buy it because that's the secret of success. Now, let's talk about one thing, how many tickets you should buy. Let's see. If I buy 1 ticket, what is your opinion with a person buying 1 ticket?
That means this person want to build the business very slowly.
How is buying 1 ticket building a business slowly? Means the business doesn't move. There's no duplicate. Yeah.
So that means this person only want to bring 1 person, which is themselves, right? And this person is not preparing to bring anyone yet. And say, this person might say that I only go by myself, I will learn, and then I will come back and teach my team. Then you know that this is the person that wanted to build very slowly.
All right. So do you agree with Sabrina? You have anything to add on to what she says?
Maybe this person is not too sure about the business yet, so he or she wants to check it out first.
All right.
Jessica?
Pauline?
Okay, for me, maybe Richard, no, because when Richard asked me to go US, straight away I look for the person, Ellen and Margaret, who has the ticket, and I straight away buy 3. I don't even buy 1 for myself. I was intended to bring my husband and my daughter there, because I know if I'm going to build my business, I need them to support me. But at the end, my husband cannot make it. I swallow one ticket without actually returning the ticket to anyone. But in the US, straight away, I buy 9 tickets. That is where Richard actually spotted me. Why I buy 9 tickets? Because maybe because my husband is an entrepreneur, I equate ticket into like a business cost to me, because it is like a growing, like what Pauline said. If I want to really serious about this business, I already listen to JR, I evaluated myself, I know this business can build. So I very kiasu. I very kiasu in the sense that, what if my team or my friend want to come, I don't have ticket? So I rather have the ticket myself. But what if today I eat 9 tickets? 9 tickets times $200 US, that is only I lost 1,008 US, versus if I can bring in one good business partner, I can earn back the 18,000, which is 10 times or 100 times. So I think in terms of business opportunity cost wise. So to me, I have never buy very little tickets. I always believe in buying tickets and to grow. But along the way, of course, it's like Pauline says, sometimes there's always ups and downs. You also 碰壁, right? 碰墙, right? So, then that's why just now I say, okay, my 票是胆量. You got to have guts to buy first. Then 卖票是 skill set. Because I don't have a network marketing background, because I was all the while working in a bank. So I don't have a skill set of how to sell ticket. So that's why that is a process. So along the way, if I e-ticket, is it a process? Yes, it is. So now turning back, this is the process. But if now you give me that ticket, I think I can sell pretty well. So it is a learning curve. Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely agree. See, I don't have any problem. She sell all my tickets. No, I'm just kidding. So here's here's what I'll say. All of you hear it. We all have issues when we started. So I'm going to ask the panel one very important, and this comes down to how do we do it? Given that we're coming into the Southeast Asia conference, given that we have next activity all coming along. So let's talk about the next Southeast Asia conference, or let's talk about moving tickets. Let's give our listener tips. How do you sell your tickets? And what do you need to do when you get your tickets? Because when you have one, of course, yourself, 2 tendency that I feel around 2, that means that at least she's trying to bring one person, right? There's some form of duplication. So let's talk about the psychic of buying a ticket, psychic of maybe buying 3 tickets. And Jessica, you shared your psychic about buying 9 tickets. So let's talk about like psychology, the strategy. Let's give our listener and audience here some tip that they can take back home, given this short frame of time. And Amber always tell me they sell the most ticket 1 month before the conference, or a week before the conference, the most ticket. So let's talk about this a little bit. Can you all give our listener some tips and how to sell tickets? Anybody? Unmute, go.
Okay, let me share. Okay, I think this is how we do. Before definitely use before the conference, it's the most important time to sell ticket, because think about I think it's just like like when we go to work, our job, doesn't matter if you're a student or in our life, okay, always like on the due date, before the due date, we do the work harder, right? We that's when we start to like say, oh no, we haven't, still like, wow, we still have 3 more tickets I haven't sell yet. Now it's like, come on, let's get going, right? So it's the urgency that gonna that cause you to start to move faster. So I really believe right now during this period, same thing in US, we have the regional combined regional convention is coming up on the same weekend you guys have. And the thing is, right now currently our team is like doing a lot of activities, okay, like doesn't matter, like your HPPs and your wellness party, anything, Okay, anything. Okay, if you really want to sell the ticket right now, it's time to have a lot of events, because we're gonna have, inviting a lot of, people online or stable waiting, whoever. Okay, doesn't matter, anyone that either in your team or is a guest, you got to bring them online. This is the time. So when every time on each event, we're gonna keep sharing, but with different people share why they think convention is a great place to be, like to help us in the business. So that's why during this period is like very crucial. We got to have a lot of event. It's not like just sitting and do it by yourself. You need to leverage your team, your leaders, for everyone to help. That's how we move the ticket, because you always say, use your team to help you to build your team. That's how we, build the business. So that's why it's the great time right now. If you really seriously want to move your ticket, and this is your chance, your last chance. Okay. I'm sure everybody have always have come up with different creative ideas to help everyone to, sell those tickets. All right. So that's what I want to share.
I'm going to pick up one thing that Pauline, you said. Why give a little bit of an example? How do you leverage or use your team to sell those tickets?
Okay. As I said, we hold a lot of events, okay, during this period. And then we always, have like different leaders to promote ticket. Let's say in Corings, okay, during like Corings, we always have different leaders come out to share. Like it doesn't have to be high pin level. It has to be the people like actually, doesn't matter if they are EC or whatever, they are building the team, or even a person that why they bought a ticket. If they new in the business, okay, they haven't went to the convention, they bought a ticket. We also want to ask them why you want to attend this convention. So it helps, doesn't matter who are they, that it really can help, because we have different people on the line when they, they listen in. So we don't know who is the person that say something, maybe it triggered that person want to buy the ticket and attend the convention. So that's why that's how we use the people to help everybody contribute, their stories to help to sell the ticket. People only sell the ticket is with stories. It's not about, how much is the ticket, what is this, about. It's about story. People love hearing stories. Why, what does the ticket have, what they see, what they help them. That's why I don't teach. People always say, how do you teach your partner to sell ticket? I actually don't teach them to sell ticket, because what? You got to bring your partner to the convention and let them see it, the convention first. And then after that, you tell them to share their experience, what they saw at the convention. If they share their experience, what they saw, that's the best way to sell the ticket. That's why you don't need to teach them. It's really nothing to teach how you sell the ticket, So another thing I really want to say that for us, a lot of people say, oh, I like the product, I'm just going to use the product. You're building the business. I'm talking about like people who want to build a business, okay? I always ask them, why, you want to build a business, okay? If you want to build the businesses for, if you say only buy the product for a wholesale price, okay, that's fine. Or I want to build it just like, like a part-time, put it in the site, that's okay, I will leave you alone. But if you say you want to build the business because of residual income, I would say that's really no, you don't pick what you like to do or not like to do. It's come with the whole package, and which is buying ticket. Remember the 4 result producing activity we always talk about, buy and sell the product, do the shopping entities, and sell the business and sell the ticket. So those 4 things we must do. That's the whole package for residual income.
And trust
so
Pauline, he loves money.
So that's why I said, yeah. And another thing is like, because this business, like for example, if how, using the ticket to grow your team, I would say it's about the compounding effect. Just like I said before, think about this, okay? Just like, for example, if right now, the stock market is great, right now it's like very volatile, right? Like stock market goes up, especially, I don't know, in US, I don't know who you guys play stock, but you can see people are buying. But if the investor, think about the expert, they always tell you, do not do day trade. What do? They say they need you, when you really want to make money from stock market, you got to buy long term. Long term. Why is long term? It gives them time. It gives them time to do the compounding effects. Same thing in this business. You buy ticket is because you sell to people, and then remember, this business is compounding. So it's the compounding effect. If you don't bring people, if you don't buy ticket and sell those ticket and grow the team, that's why you need to buy the ticket and start, promoting and selling the ticket. That's how you start to grow your team. It's a compounding effect. That's why it's the 2 to 3 year plan. It's that compounding effect by doing the right thing. Those 4 result producing activities. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important to buy ticket. All right.
You hit it on one spot that a lot of people buy ticket and don't do. If buy ticket, it has no RPA, which is a result producing activity. You have to do result producing activity to be able to hand a ticket to someone that wanted to go, for a new person. But of course, you can always sell the ticket to people below you if they're stable, and hopefully you can go. Those are the things. And Pauline hit a good point. Key result producing activity 1.1. Number 2 is that don't take out this part because that's what we needed to do. We always do the rest but ignore the ticket, and the ticket is the one that crosses over. And you can't negotiate it. It comes with your Master UFO program. It comes with everything. And there was one question here, is that how many tickets should a new UFO purchase? If you're on a Master UFO program, that's definitely 3. If you're on a 2 to 3 year plan, definitely 3. Now, if you want to do faster, then you have to sit with your senior partner, and maybe your ticket could be 10, it could be 20, all depend on how many you want and how fast you want to build. So a new UFO, if you're talking about just a Master UFO, 3 tickets is written in the basic 5. It's written in the Master UFO program. So just follow the system on it. Now we're actually over already. Here's what I want to tell everyone. We will give you a topic, and that topic will be discussed on that day. If anything out of it, I can say maybe next time we can answer that, Pauline, right? Sabrina? We can try to answer. So if you could take a copy of it. I don't mind answering if you want to wait a little bit, but I think it's, should we answer the last few questions, you think? Or do you want to answer for the next session? No, right?
I think
we just answer. If whoever can stay, they just stay on.
Just stay.
If
you can get off anytime.
Perfect. Okay, if everybody's okay with it. Here's one of the questions that is asked by Ian, and I think this hit home for me because it asks, when someone is stuck at a pin level for a long time, or someone is so busy with business. Ian, you talking to me here, which area would start to look into first? Why Why I could relate to that, and I'll take this one. Why I could relate to that is that when every time we're stuck at a pin level, there can be many reasons. My personal reason was motivation, number one. Second reason was content. So if they're not that, that's one, because the goals and the whys are very important. The third reason could be, are they doing the right thing? Because a lot of unfranchised owners like to do busy work that does busy things, but nothing to do with the RPA or nothing to do with the 8 steps that we're supposed to do on a daily basis. So if you do all the busy work, but what you need to do to grow your business, then you can fall into that trapped, on part of it. And when you're not focusing on it, that will be a few things. What if somebody's very busy? I had a business, me and Richard, I was working 90 hours a week. He was working 90 hours a week with his own traditional business. We still can find time, 8 hours a week. If you schedule your priority correctly, you will be able to schedule it in. So what we do is this: we put shop.com schedule in first, meaning our team, and then the GMTSS that we are doing according to our checklist that's needed, that we're supporting, and we're targeting to build our business. And if we have extra time, everything else is just plus plus. And that's what we do. And then the rest of the stuff, we work around it. We even schedule our own corporate work around the things that we need. So that's how I did it. And that's how we were able to kind of work past it. Building back momentum, like when you are stuck in a pin level, you have to reanalyze it. For me, the best thing to do is definitely get a basic 5 analysis and build it up. Take a look where we're at, and also slowly kind of gets up. So talk with your senior partner. I don't know your situation or why you're stuck in that area. There could be many reasons we can look at and analyze it with your senior partner. Is it skill set first? Is it skill set? Is it doing it? Is it doing busy work? Or is it your why? So figure that out. You'll probably be able to do that. Now, here's a question from Jeffrey. How do you deal with stable or waiting UFOs? Anybody? How do you deal with stable and waiting UFO?
Can I try to answer that question?
Sure.
Okay, for stable and waiting, because they are quite stable, so what I'll do is I will have to revisit their why. Because sometimes if they are stable, that is also means that they see something in this business. That's why they never give up. But they are waiting, perhaps times is not really right yet. So what I'll do is I will really sit down and figure out, talk to them, figure out what is their why and how to motivate them. I think we have to open up their mind first to understand why are they actually, sit and not moving, and encourage them to go into the convention and find their own magic moment. Because human beings are like that. If they will move by themselves if they see something, but there's no way that we can really try to force it down. So for me, I would then talk to this particular person, or rather this business partner, and encourage them to go into the GMTSS so that they can find their own why, and then they can start the engine, revisit their why as well.
Thank you, Jessica. Now, Sabrina, I thought Johnson was in here.
Yeah. Hi, Johnson. So talking about what to do with the stable and waiting, I agree with Jessica. Basically, for me, it's only one answer: sell them a convention ticket. So you look like Connie, right? After 3 months into the business, Connie is my primary school friend. She was so successful in another direct selling company. And when I talked to her, right, 3 months later, first 3 months, she said she only made the first check. She said, Sabrina, this business is too hard. Money come too slowly. She wanted to quit. I sold her a convention ticket to USA. I twist her arm. I told her that I don't care whether you borrow money. She said, you know, budget is tight. I don't care whether you borrow money, but trust me, come to America, which she did. And today she's, you know, a professional coordinator in Malaysia. Then I had Pearly, business owner, but 3 years into the business, still not doing much. I sold her a convention ticket to Singapore, support GCAM, and the rest is history. So now we are getting better and better. Why? How? We are actually selling ticket. I love to sell ticket to a prospect. Okay, so really prospect. So, Stephanie asked the question, what was the tips? I was going to say that my tip is sell the ticket before they even register the business. Okay, just get it out of the way. Pauline said that 4 things that you need to do. So basically get them to sell a ticket. Now I want to introduce Johnson. Johnson have a success story to share, how he sell ticket to prospect to Taiwan conventions. Hi, Johnson.
Hey, Johnson.
Hello. How are you guys? I'm here. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay,
We cannot see your
I'm on
video,
my
Johnson.
video now.
Yes.
I'm on my
Johnson, we need to see your handsome face.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you. I'm actually in Taiwan. So thank you to Sabrina and all the leaders here. Just for me to share a bit of my experience here about selling ticket. I think one thing I realized recently is that our unfranchised business is actually a knowledge-based business, right? And you look at the 5 steps in the UBP. The first 3 steps is about we establish our own business. Then we activate, we study to expand, right, with our personal sponsored UFOs. And step 5 is where we can get our residual income and teach, manage, and support others. And our GMTSS is like in our school for learning how to perform professionally when we are doing the teaching, manage, and the support other part. So before, I have to admit that even though I really listen to Sabrina, buy ticket and they're going to convention and all the events, but I didn't really sort of plan the events ahead before. And this time when I came back to Taiwan, I spoke to a leader who is a director now. He said when he started the business, he actually planned ahead and he went to like a basic 5 every week for 6 months, right? Just to get himself up to speed. So I think sort of, I like to try that. So actually from October, I look at my the GMTSS back office and I started to put all the dates in, and then I bought all the ticket up front. So even for November, I scheduled in 5 UBP, 5 basic 5s, 2 product events, and of course the Taiwan leadership school, etc. Because I feel that when we are talking about find the right person, then I realize I have to be the right person first, right? Instead of asking our guest, if they have time or can they come and things like that. I can open my calendar now and I go, okay, these are the events I'm going to attend. Which one are you coming with me to learn? And what I find in the last 2 months and a half is there were about 2 prospects. They came, they look at the UBP a couple of times, and they go, oh, this is not really for me. But then there are another couple who are doing the trial run at the moment. They they stuck with me, go where I go. So I don't have to sort of go back to convince those people who doesn't want to be in the system, but I can concentrate my effort with those people who actually come with me. Couple of examples I just want to share with you guys. One of my prospect who actually started as he started to evaluating to become a partner store, and he's in the process of actually registering as a partner store. But along the way, he became interested in the business. So I say, okay, let's I open my calendar and I go, okay, let's go for the UBP business presentation. So in the last 4 weeks, he went to 2 UBP, one basic buy and one local seminar with me. And it was like a natural progression. And he goes, okay, this is the business I really want to know. So I go, okay, let's go to the convention. So we went to the convention. At the end of the convention, by the way, he hasn't registered yet, right? He introduced a few friends, we did two-on-one and all that in between. But at the day 2, end of the convention, he came to me and said, okay, I need 6 tickets for the April Taiwan convention. So what happened if I don't have any ticket? Luckily, I had 3. So on the spot, I sold him the 3 tickets for the next year's convention. And then now I just have to go and find another 3 tickets for him and 3 tickets for me, for myself. Okay, so and he's ready to register the business. And another example just happened yesterday. It was quite amazing because I was in touch with a friend who has a really good connection socially, but he's very skeptical about network type of business because he's been through the lot. So finally, he came to UBP last night, and at the end of the UBP, he said, "Wow, this is," because he came with the intention to pretty much discredit, our unfranchised business. So I knew, what he was going to do. But at the end of the UBP, he came to me and he said, "Wow, this is so different. This is not what I thought it was." And he wants to know when is the next UBP, and he wants to bring his wife and his son to attend. Okay, so again, because I knew when is next UBP, which is the next Tuesday in the evening. So straight away we can put everything in place for him to come. And another thing very interesting I want to share is about, because we talk about those people asking why we have to pay for the ticket and all that. This guy been around, and he said to me, one thing he is very impressed about unfranchiseaboutshop.com, market Taiwan, market Australia, market Malaysia, whatever, is we as unfranchised owner have to buy ticket to attend the event. And he said all those other company, people try to get him in, they offer all the free event and all that. Then he said, there's nothing free in the world. Those company offering free meeting means they want money from you. And Market Taiwan, we sell ticket for people who are serious to come and evaluate the business and to get trained up, which means we are a real business. And that is a really sort of one of the best comment I heard, right? So very quickly, I think the importance of having ticket with you, and also when we are talking about be the right person, my realization is I have to be the right person first, which means I have to buy all the ticket up front, plan all the event up front. So I need to go to the to the event, right? So if I plan ahead, then I can decide how many tickets I'm going to buy for each event, and then I can work through the calendar and basically find the people to come with me, and investing when I invest in the money with the ticket, then I think you will find where if you go to the event all the time, people will start to follow you to where you are, and that's my pretty much the very personal experience I have in the last few months in Taiwan. Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you, Johnson. Thank you. For all of you who doesn't know Johnson, right? Basically, I chased Johnson for 3 years until he signed up. And then he was sleeping for 1 year until he wanted to attend training. Talking about patient, I had lots of patients. Okay, and Johnson's used to run a factory in Perth. Well, when I approach him, maybe it's a wrong timing. He keeps saying no to me. But his name is always on my name list. So I go back every year. It's an anniversary that I call Johnson. So finally he came in and look at where he is now. Right, he actually mentor. He's on team. Plug into the GMTSS in Taiwan and Malaysia. See the power of a ticket. When Johnson was not so interested, and then we actually sold him a ticket to USA as well. He went to Miami, fly in 3 days, and fly back to Perth. Then he was like, oh wow, Sabrina, this show.com is really different. So the power of attending major events, just like Connie, they really, I think as a leader, probably Stephanie, Richard, Pauline will probably agree with me that as a leader, our job is to lead you and to take you to one of the best training ground, right? To let you, our team, train by the best trainer. I feel that my duty is done if I take you to a major event. If not, I found that I failed as a team leader, that I did not take you to the best, event, the best, in Chinese they say 殿堂, right? GMTS is a 最高的殿堂, right? So I found that, I had the obligation to bring any one of you to that 最高的殿堂, right? To get trained. Well, thank you very much, Johnson, for sharing. Fantastic journey. And I love the fact that you're actually able to sell ticket to prospect. So for some of you, if you are still thinking that whether you should sell ticket to your own team member, I think you really have to think again, because now we are talking about even selling ticket to prospect who hasn't even joined the business yet, right? To let them evaluate the business themselves, right? We don't have to make any decision for anyone. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
you.
Last question real quick, Pauline. What are the books, top 5 books that you would recommend? Pauline, you're muted.
You are muted.
Okay, sorry. I think any books, you can pick up is like relating to, the business building. And well, of course, the top 5, if you really say for all the people who haven't read, is really those, I think everybody probably already heard of, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the 7 habit highly effective effective, and also Think and Grow Rich, or the Awaken the Giant Inside You, or the, the Slight Edge, right? Those all are great books. There's many, different books, but of course, those are the one that I don't think, you want to miss. So those are the books I recommend.
All right, cool. Thank you. Now, this Sabrina, Jeffrey want to thank you for sharing. He's got his stable and waiting UFOs to attend the convention, but still not moving. How do you deal with it?
Well, Oh, Jeffrey, good luck. Number one, yeah, good luck. Yeah, number one, right? Basically, if that person after attending the conventions and it still doesn't move them and they still cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, two things. Number one, they are the wrong business partner, right? Then let them be a customer and get them to do a home shopping list and make sure they use 150 BV product every month, right? To 200 BV every month. Okay. Number two, the timing is maybe not right for them. Okay. And really, you had to, Jeffrey, you had to find out that what was the reason they joined the business. Okay. If they just want to use a lot of product, they really don't want to make this as a business, and you just move on to the new person. But if they actually said to you that, hey, look, I do want to make some money, then you look at why they want to have some money. Right. I tell you how I got Elaine. I don't know Elaine. Elaine's a very good friend called Jessica, also Jessica in Perth. And Jessica have no why, right? She's you know, she just enjoy using the product and that's it. And she keeps saying that she had no friends, she cannot recruit anyone. I said, Jessica, would you like to have, she said, Sabrina, I love the product. I said, Jessica, would you like to have the product for free? She went, huh? So we can have free product? Yeah, make commission every month. So your monthly auto ship is free. But you had to find two people. So she found Elaine. Okay, so then through Elaine, and Elaine actually brought in a big team of people for us, and she managed a team. So then, but for Jessica, maybe she had no reason to make more money, right? She just want, you know, very basic, you know, request. So therefore, you have to really sit down with your goal now, with your sleeping and stable UFO to find out that which are the area that it will interest them. Right? If not, they just be your prefer just VIP. We call it VIP customer. So it's not 50 BV 店主 okay? They have to be about 100 to 150 BV. Because 50 BV 店主 right, for us, they are just 来玩一玩 okay? It's really come and playground and play. They won't stay long. So it's only you have to build it up to 150 to 200 BV a month in order for them to stay long term. All right, so well, good luck if you have people like that. But I will go back to the goal statement. I will go back to the bit why they join.
All right, guys, thank you. We finished the question. Oh gosh, let me see here. We're not gonna answer another question. Thank you again. That's a thank you right there, Sabrina from Jeffrey. So thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Elaine, Johnson, and Corey for joining us today at this Q&A session. We hope it helped everyone. So Pauline and Sabrina, do you have any final word before we close out the night?
Yeah, yes. I must say that number one, I really miss going to USA, right? Connie, right? All the shoppings and the food, right? And Elaine, right? So we really miss going to USA, especially next year in Las Vegas. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite holiday cities. So, but then on the other hand, right, we also miss going to Malaysia, right? So, but thanks to Market America, who actually put on an online Zoom training. So really, it was no reason for us not to attend. Right, I've been talking to a lot of people, my team, to tell them that no need to travel, and then you even get $75 US worth of product back, and you have 14 days to replay all the videos and all that. So why not? So I really think that, look, if when I look at my team, if I had team member now telling me that they do not want to attend the Zoom convention next in the next week, I probably will not spend too much time with this UFO, because to me their timing is not quite right to build. I will only spend time with the person that who actually are seriously building the business. So I want to help them to make money. Okay, so I really, if you want to learn more, really have to attend next Friday, 3 days, the Zoom conventions. Right, all the best and good luck.
How about you, Pauline?
Yeah, I just want to say that, you know, I really want to say congratulate all the people on this call. I'm sure you all are, you know, looking forward to attend the convention. But of course, on the other hand, we still have another, I think, one more week, right? Is it one or 2 weeks, something like that? And make sure, you know, don't waste the time. We really need to push more right now is the time to work harder, because you're gonna reap the reward later. You're gonna be, you thank yourself that the hard work you put this last week is gonna make a big difference in your business. And right now, I think that this business, remember, is about using leverage, and time management is very important. All right, time management. What does that mean by time management? I would say you really have to focus on how you manage your time. And I would say 70% right now, you got to put it on like to do more inviting people, doing more presenting, sharing this business opportunity, and follow up all the appointments that you already made, or people who you share the business with, or doesn't matter, it's a stable or waiting. I go back, like before they talk about the stable and waiting partner. I would say, like, doesn't matter, even they already attend the meeting, they are not moving. But the thing is, like, we don't want to stuck on them, right? If we have enough appointment, we have enough inviting people, we have a lot of like moving those result producing activities we are doing, I would tell you, you have really no time to like wait for these like stable waiting, okay? Because then, just like Sabrina say, you're gonna find the right people. Okay, you're gonna find the right people. They are the one that really deserve your time to help them, and then to move fast. So definitely right now, let's get busy. Don't waste any more time. All right.
I do agree with Pauline. Given the time, this is the best time to sell the ticket. We should press on our gas pedal harder and more towards as we get close to the Southeast Asia conference. So don't think that period of time that you should not work. The closer you get to a conference is the gas pedal time. So let's stay focused, stay the course, start going through your team, find out how many tickets they have, start sharing the business, showing the business plan. You can do it, guys. We still have time. You can do it. Hope we help you with some of the tips that we talked about today. And we're just like you. We're not superstars. We just happen to basically learn and understand why the ticket is important, and we do the things that count. That's all. You can do it too. So till next time, we'll say good night and thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you the next time we're on the press. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.